to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today, we have a terrific clash in store. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into it. In games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early, get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
To the ground with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Syracuse. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Rudolph. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Rudolph. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Syracuse right back at it. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. No huddle here for the offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rudolph. At the 45 on his way. Gashes him in the middle. The 10. And he will house it.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Spins away. Pretty good yardage. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And now this offense will take the field again. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. It's 2nd down. You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll go to the fullback. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rudolph. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Quick strike complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's White. Found the seam on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rudolph. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Quickly to the tight end. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna let it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not... He would have picked up, just take... back. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Syracuse right back at it. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's White. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And after watching an effort like that, even though he wasn't able to get the first down, as the quarterback, you're going to start throwing to him a lot more often in this game because he's going to pad your stats. You know this guy is going to get tons of yak because he is fighting for every inch out there on the field.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Making side adjustments here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes a man miss. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, what a move. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll try the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to power it in. And it'll be a touchdown.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Makes the grab. It's Keene. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Syracuse right back at it.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Across the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Working the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pucks it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, as soon as the running back got the ball, there was just absolutely nowhere for him to go. It just seemed like the D-line built a wall up front.
Yeah, and a great job. You're thinking pass right away because the draw is supposed to look like a pass first, rushing upfield, but then seeing it, reacting to it, and making sure they let that ball go nowhere. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Got him in the backfield quick.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got it! He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's White. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going for it all. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.